you imagine eating chicken nuggets on a water slide?
I would not advise you to do that.
Soggy chicken nuggets. He needs to try the new.
He want to be swim.
He's got to try the new. Try the new Berry Blast Sprite on the water slide because it's liquid on liquid. You should be fine. I love John. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. This idea sucks. Just being honest. There is no world where Jey Uso beats Oba Femi. There is no.
No.
I don't care if you have all 15 members of the Bloodline out there at once. I don't care.
14 of them shall smack Jey Uso.
Yeah, one's spiking his own brother, and they're going to have that thing because now we're going to get Solo and Roman at SummerSlam. Can't wait for that. That's going to be a nightmare. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Aloha, Mother Fathers, another edition of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. We had a logo inside of a logo inside of a logo.
Yes, we do. I love it. And don't mind the coffee that's brewing behind me right now.
Dude, I've been this will come out Friday morning, so that means I've done it again for, I think it's 12 straight days, just water. Gallon of water a day. I feel great.
Good.
I mean,
Good.
Going to the gym again and all that stuff too. Again, I told you, your rope video on TikTok inspired me. But
Thank you.
You know, I've just been going and feeling good. Yeah.
I was hoping Antoinette Alfred would inspire you, but I'm glad I'm the one that actually inspired you instead.
You mean her?
You look at that, man. Look at that. Did not realize the entire fit matched. I mean, you see in the intro to the show the difference between that photo and the intro.
Yeah,
so
you're
there's
not wearing a red
progress, but
wig.
it's harder on this side, buddy. It's a little harder on this side to kind of maintain it all, man.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the way I looked at it. I bought the box of spring water from Giant Eagle yesterday, $5 for 4 gallons of spring water. That's my drink. That's for 4 days. That's all I'm drinking. So like I spent $5 on drinking essentially, and it's 0 calories. And I put the little drink mixes in, so it ends up being like 10 calories per half gallon or whatever it is. But I mean, still, that's not terrible. So,
as you should, I just ran out though today. I ran out of my spring water, so I got to go later on and get that. I am thankfully my work vacation has kicked in, so I've already. It's the greatest when you're on vacation mode because I already flip my notifications on Slack. Like, you see the tree next to my name. It's like. You see that? I still got to switch to email. Like, hey, don't even come my way. If you got something important, you probably do. I'll be in. Call me in my office.
My office, which will not be open until whenever I decide to come back. Oh my goodness! Well, hey guys,
I'll see you after Labor Day.
Oh damn! Are you taking a full week?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means you're not going to take a vacation because you're going to be doing this. So.
Oh no, I'm I forced myself this time. I'm taking we're gonna do Side Hustle next week. That's not it. We're doing Side Hustle next week, but I'm taking from the midnight show. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be off.
Wow. Jeez. Sound the alarm. What the fuck are they going to do?
That'll be the last thing I do is sound the alarm. I will be dead asleep after Tuesday.
Just going to sleep for like 6 days straight. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, don't forget, make sure you like, subscribe, punch that notification bell at Inside Edge and across all the different social media platforms you see right there. Bottom of your screen. Don't forget to check out the website as well, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Great opportunity for you to see everything we have going, everything from not only the show rundown with the schedule, personality profiles, to the partners page as well. Got some great folks that we work with. Get discount codes, save money. It's a pretty good idea if you're looking to get something. We got a bunch of different people up there for you, so check that out. And also the merchandise store on our end too. Shirts, polos, hats, coffee mugs. Double A probably needs about 15 of those coffee mugs because he's just down in that shit.
Ain't that the truth, buddy?
Oh my goodness. A good thank you to our friends over on Roku as well. We have an app that's right just on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your TV, doesn't matter wherever you are. Just open up that Roku app, search Inside Edge Network, take us wherever. Big thank you to Roku, as always, working with us here on the Inside Edge Network. All right, that's a show. We're gonna there's
See ya.
I tell you what, thought about it this week because it's not there's not a lot in the news, and that must be because there's an AEW pay-per-view coming. That means that it's just garbage. We're not starting with that, so that's good. But we are starting with Solo Sikoa, and you brought this up from this past Monday night on Raw. A lovely program. Never thought the Usos versus Solo Sikoa and LA Knight would be a main event tag team match, but obviously we had some different things happen, which we'll touch on in a moment. But first, Double A, you think the people maybe aren't necessarily buying into Solo as much? And I say the Solo heel turn. It's supposed to be face turn. Hold on one second. Let me. Can I edit this? I have to hide it in real time. Here, hold on.
Yes, you can. Yes,
Yeah,
you
hold on.
can. I've done it before multiple times at the studio. You could do it.
Let's see how
You're
fast.
you're about old about 20 more mistakes. There.
We were quick. We were quick.
Yeah, it was quick.
We were good.
Hey,
We were good.
Hey, I'll never forget though. In the studio, we gotta like ease out of the PowerPoint and make the you can actually see me make the edits. Like,
Dude,
come
I'm not
on,
gonna
man.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Today, I spent my lunch. I went to the gym, then picked up Colton. I'm picking him up now on days I have him after school. So it gives me a reason to get out and go to the gym too. And then in the mornings when I drop him off, I can go to the gym before work, all that stuff. But like, yeah, I'll be dragging tonight. Hopefully, when I eat dinner, when this is all said and done, you guys have seen this Friday morning, but obviously it's Thursday evening when we're recording this. I'll be able to get that little energy boost since I'm not doing energy drinks anymore. But
you get to move forward with that. I was gonna say, Solo looks fantastic. Solo looks great and everything. But I think what's interesting, I think we love Solo. I think a lot of the fans at home love Solo. The internet definitely loves Solo, and everything. And you saw the signs in the crowd. I've noticed this on, I would say, 2, maybe 3 straight shows where Solo has been firmly established as a babyface. I don't feel like when he comes out, I don't feel from the energy from the crowd that there's complete 100% buy-in yet. I don't know if it's just because I don't think it's anything he's doing specifically here that has led to this. It's just, can you truly buy into a bloodline member going against his family? I think there are some that still are not completely in the buy-in, still think that Solo is taking this as a joke, even though that's his character. He is the guy. And LA Knight said it later on backstage that, hey, don't make me regret this. And maybe there is something planted in the head of certain fans that this Solo thing, we watched you be quiet and be the enforcer for 3 years, and all of a sudden you're a completely different person. I don't know if people still. I think there are some that still not completely bought in.
I think that, like most situations, this will inevitably lead to a War Games match. The question is it going to be 4-on-4? Is it going to be 5-on-5? If it's 5-on-5, you feel like they're missing one more person in that group for the bloodline. Could that be Solo? Could that be Zilla? We have no idea. I mean, that would be the ultimate like double FU to Solo too. If then someone actually does come back in that's part of the family, not a Tongan, but someone who's actually part of their immediate family, and he sides with Roman as well. And that's essentially their new enforcer. Jacob is kind of just the mercenary, and the Usos are the captains. But which means absolutely nothing. But I think he's doing great by evidence of the tag I have.
Pew, pew, pew. Did you like the song I sent you earlier the week?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't listen to it.
Well, you can't do it now because it's licensed music, but you should listen to it.
Well, we are going to play a clip from Ariel Helwani's show a little bit later in the program, so he may still get copyrighted, but nevertheless, I mean, we're gonna give him full credit.
Yes, we will.
Full credit. See.
Yes, we will. This is not airing on Facebook, right?
I don't know. You're
The
the one
show.
that schedules it. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know. I can't see it, but
That's true.
That's true. Didn't even realize until today. Like, man, I've been off of Facebook for 2 months. Didn't even realize it.
It's wild. 2 months ago, I went at Mark Zuckerberg, and now he's paying $17.1 billion to 29 states. How about that?
Yeah, when I heard that story on your show yesterday, I'm like, oh, you know what? That cool, great. Now, hopefully, you hire some humans to enforce that for the parents and children and things like that, and actually have a real oversight of what's going on. Because that's great and all, but what happens if things go wrong? You're just going to report it to AI and take everything down?
Yeah, so it's a third party that's going to oversee and make adjustments, whatever it is. I don't know if that is going to be an AI engine that they hire in. That's like a company that does AI that will program it or what. But I mean, it's a start. The top comment again was make it for adults. It's just like,
it's a start. I it's BS, but it's fine. It's a start. It is what it is. But
well, I mean, hey, speaking of a start, we saw a start of something new that came across during the main event. So apparently, this is going to be a big deal, and that's these guys. This ties into Solo and all this because all the issues they were having. But Royce Keys and OTM. If you had OTM on your bingo card of the next group to get called up from NXT, please raise your hand. I'll give you a hint. No one's hands raised. But they're here because they have a history from the streets with Keys.
Yeah, if I have Michael Cole explain to me about the hood in Oakland.
Well, he loves his rap music. He's a big Quavo guy. Yeah, he's dapping up little Yachty and all this stuff.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
and awkwardly, almost like a 60-year-old white man should, but still, I mean, it's. I don't know what to make of this. Is this wrong for me to say that this ending of Raw made me feel like it just was not important? Like it felt like this was not this huge debut or like, oh my God, this new powerhouse group, no pun intended. It felt kind of flat. And they got booed, obviously, because they went after LA Knight 2 and all that stuff. But like, I don't know, man. Something just didn't feel right with me, and it never really has with Royce Keys. Maybe it's because he's been that like baby face, and I need to actually see him be and talk like a heel, like an asshole. I don't know what it is, but like something just felt weird. And it didn't feel like a main event. It felt like, oh, we're going into hour 2 of Raw now.
I can see that. Honestly, I was left confused too. On top of everything that you've mentioned, I was confused because we were just talking about we're trying to establish Solo as the main babyface and LA Knight as a main event level babyface on Monday night. We're trying to establish that. In this group, they attacked everyone.
So I think that the mindset with that too. I hate to cut you off, but like,
no, go ahead.
So the reason why he targeted LA Knight and Solo too is because in that match with Jacob Fatu, they didn't come out and help him. They left him out to dry, but they were there for each other. So why were they not helping Royce Keys as well? So he kind of, the mindset that I was given, or that we were kind of explained half-assedly through commentary because it was only for a few minutes, was that he said, fuck everybody. I'm coming over and I'm just going to take everyone out. And I got my boys with me now. And it's, now we got numbers. It's kind of what I gathered because of the fact that, again, you remember he had the chair shot, he was spitting up blood, all that stuff with the Jacob Fatu match. What was it, like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. And nobody came out to save him. No one came out to get his back. When they all won that match at SummerSlam, it was that 6-man tag. All three of them won it. And LA Knight and Solo. And Solo and LA Knight are buddy. LA Knight trying to keep the trend of winning another tag team championship in another organization. He's done it in every single one to this point except WWE. But I don't know. It just kind of feels like they said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna do it." We don't really have anything for Keys anyway, so let's put him with these two young guys, and maybe the promo work will save this. But I've never seen Powerhouse Hobbs or Royce Keys cut a good promo, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, that's the concerning part, and because Powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys is over 40. You got to figure something out like quickly with him. I guess my thing though, I understand the backstory, the way you explained it. I understand it. I kind of still don't like it, just because I think there are bigger things at play here. You're trying to get Solo over. You're trying to get LA Knight over, and also there are so many blurred lines with the Usos, because for all indications, the Usos are heels, but they're still coming out through the crowd and still getting embraced by the crowd. And it's, to me, I understand it's 2026 and you're trying to, everybody is their own man and things like that. I'm going to give WWE the same criticism that we used to give AEW probably a few years ago. The lines are too blurred. You need established heels and established baby faces. Like right now, I have no clue who to cheer for. Like, all right, OTM and Royce Keys, yes, they did the heelish thing and attacked everybody. But even within the framework of the bloodline, all right, I thought we were spending the whole show trying to get on Solo's good side. But when Royce Keys and OTM attacks everyone, I'm supposed to now cheer for Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso?
Yeah.
It's
hoping
hard to follow.
I think you're hoping you're going to cheer for LA Knight and Solo still. I think that was But with all of that, what popped into my head is it possible that Jacob called all of this together after being disrespected by Roman, after he did that to Powerhouse, to Royce Keys, whatever? Like, did he call and make amends? Yo, man, we're from the streets, we fight, but we back up. I know you're going to be back. Like, is that a seed planted because Jacob didn't come out? He listened to Jey Uso and he didn't intervene. I'm sure next week they're gonna when they're in Cleveland or whatever it is. Man, where were you, Us? Where were you, man? Why was you here helping us, man? What do you mean? I was doing what the captain said, punk ass. Like, he's gonna do the whole thing. Like, it's a fucking circle that I'm hoping they'll break out of at some point. Either have the match between those two, or Jacob is the one behind these new three guys attacking everyone, and he's like, "Fuck y'all. I'm tired of getting. I did all this stuff for Roman. I listened to you for months now, and you ain't done shit for me. I'm just sitting back here doing not a damn thing. You show up every other week whenever you want. Like, I'm supposed to just sit here and wait for you to make a decision. You don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You're getting dropped by everyone. Like, I mean, that way, and then you can the Solo thing where they could plead for him to come back. He could be part of the bloodline. They're all of a sudden they're baby faces again versus the heel team at Survivor Series of Jacob Fatu, Royce Keys, and OTM. I mean, that feels like that probably will end up being the match, because I think they're okay with doing 4v4 now. I think, I don't know, but
maybe
at least they'll it almost has to include someone from the bloodline every single year in that match. But
well, let's say you're right about. Let's roll with that theory for a second. That Jacob Fatu called OTM, Royce Keys. That's his guys now. You still have to explain why they would team up after, like, Jacob Fatu was the one that bloodied up Royce Keys. Nobody else. Jacob Fatu did that. So how do you even arrive to, like, I'm going to attack the ones who did not bloody me up, and I'm going to team up with the guy who beat me up by command of the tribal chief?
No, there's still time. Again, this is like the end of all this. Like, end of November is when Survivor Series comes around. So we still have September and October and most of November to figure it all out. Which in WWE time, there's multiple shows in between now and in Survivor Series. So they're going to have new angles, new things, all that stuff, written in multiple times over. So there's a way to get there. And of course, the relationship and all that stuff, and Jacob not being a part of it, not trying to stop him. He I'm following orders. I'm in the corner. I'm quiet though. You don't know. I'm not throwing the ones up. I'm not doing anything. I'm just hanging out. Like, I don't know. It felt like the seeds were planted with that and the jealousy and all that stuff. It gives him a reason to fight Jay and all that stuff too, and all that, and not be right under Roman, so to speak.
Oh, I'm with that. My question to you though, Kyle, do you feel like that the lines between baby faces and heels right now on Monday nights is a little too blurred? Because I feel that way from I like it. It's a little too blurred right now.
I think the top guys we know, like Roman is listed as a heel internally. And his the way he's performing now, the way he's acting is very much like 2021, 22 Roman Reigns. Like it's manipulative, all that stuff. The problem is he had a 4-year title reign. He is probably still their biggest star. And people are excited to see him because they don't see him every week. And I think that's the one thing that he's been able to capitalize on is that, okay, I'm not going to be there every week. So when I do show up, everyone automatically, when he walks in the door, is going to lose their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, once he starts talking, then they'll start booing. Then they'll start doing whatever after the initial OTC chants and all the crap. Then he'll start opening his mouth and saying things after acknowledge me. And then that's when, everyone will start actually flipping the script and start treating him like a heel. But until that point, you're kind of led to believe, just like the Jay and Jimmy stuff, when they open their mouths and say stuff, they're heels, especially Jay.
Yes.
Jimmy's been quiet, but Jay has been just vocally an idiot. So like when they come to the crowd, like you mentioned, and do the eat thing, it's the merchandise stuff. It's still trying to get those sales in, whatever. They're trying to almost establish that you can be heels, but you can still sell merch. You can still participate with the crowd. But when it's time in storyline, you need to, because not all heels are telling the crowd, go fuck yourself. Sometimes heels are actually focused on the person across the ring, not the people outside.
Yes.
So I think that's maybe the mindset with these guys now is, okay, you're heels, but you're not mad at the crowd. You're not gonna take shots at them. You're not gonna do anything you wouldn't do with them. It's about the people you're facing. That kind of
I wonder too, because there's no like old school pay-per-view, hasn't been for a while, but like no old school pay-per-view or anything like that. It's a tougher ask to ask main event superstars to turn heel and give up their merchandise, right? Like you're not going to have JBL anymore come out and not have any merch, or somebody turns heel and you just walk out with a black t-shirt and that's it. Like you gotta have a little bit of merch, a little bit of something. And I'll just say this too real quick about Jacob Fatu and OTM and Royce Keys. I'm actually, if they are working together, I am excited about that. There's a million ways they can make that work and establish those guys, from the jump and go. But the next episode of Raw, if they establish that they are together, I'm just curious of how they arrive to those two working together. They have the background. They can pull it off. They could do it. It's got to be careful and not get the details of it lost a little bit.
I think they'll wait. It's not going to be a thing where all of a sudden now on Raw on Monday, we see Jacob and Key shaking hands, dapping up, being like, yeah. Like, I think it's going to be a long game thing because that's how most Bloodline stories are.
Mm-hmm.
They take time. But by Survivor Series, I'd say by maybe a week or two before, we should know what's going on. And that's gotta be a little patient. It's gonna be a couple months, but still, like and that may mean Jacob doesn't get involved in a lot of these situations that involve these three guys, whatever they decide to call themselves. Because there's gonna be a name for the faction. It's not just gonna be Keys and OTM. It's gonna be KTM or some bullshit. I don't know. They'll figure it out. But like, hey, yeah. To each their own.
Real quick, my favorite thing before we move on, my favorite thing is terrible. You brought up Roman Reigns. He's not there every week, but every other week. At the end of every night, when they show the graphic, Roman Reigns returns.
Yeah.
And you hear the boos from every crowd that does not get Roman Reigns.
The same fucking people will cheer him the next time he walks through the door until he gets in the ring, until he says the city's name and tells them to acknowledge him. Everyone puts the ones up, and then they start booing his ass. It's almost part of the shtick now. It's just part of what it is because of who he is that we do stuff. But I digress. We are going to take our first break. here on the program when we come back. Billy Boy, Billy, with some comments to Ariel Helwani about how he was offered a WWE deal, but he didn't take it. That's pretty well-known knowledge, but now we know why. So we'll dish on that coming up here on the program. Also, I guess there's a pay-per-view this weekend. I'm not paid for it. I don't know about you. I just don't have money to do that. Tony Khan tied into it as well about the whole John Cena Edge match in 2025 we didn't get. He made some comments. We got some exact quotes, and we got some takes on that. I call bullshit, but nevertheless. And of course, this week in wrestling history. All that coming up here on the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. Stay with us. Looking for an iconic Cleveland music venue that features premier entertainment, spirits, and food? Well, look no further than the Brothers Lounge. They offer a variety of live entertainment acts weekly, along with a diverse selection of beer, wine, and fine spirits, not to mention Chef Wynn's food menu, which has been crafted with traditional American fare with a modern twist. So come on out and enjoy the warm hospitality and make some new friends right here in your backyard. For more information, head over to brotherslounge.com and check them out for yourself at 11609 Detroit Road. That's right near the border of Cleveland and Lakewood. The Brothers Lounge, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Keon Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Keon Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Keon Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keonsports.com or on YouTube at Keon Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Please support the new Inside Edge Network by liking, subscribing, and following us on your favorite social media platforms. That's at Inside Edge Net across Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X, and IG. And don't forget to download our new app over on Roku. And as always, thank you for supporting your favorite shows on the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader for news, talk, sports, entertainment, and mental health. Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans, dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to InsideEdgeNetwork.com under our Partners section to find our link to check out all of what Fanatics has to offer. Fanatics, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Clean energy, bold flavors, no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. Over 15 different flavors to choose from. Order Dubby Energy right now and find out more information by checking out our partners page on InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Also, use that promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of handcrafted candles made with clean, minimal ingredients. Every product thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks to offer long-lasting burn and rich fragrance. Find out more about Alley Rose Fragrances by checking out their link on our partners page at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. And if you're a first-time customer, use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Welcome back, everybody. Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast here on the Inside Edge Network. Kyle Cornell, Double A Anthony Alford with you as always on the show. Double A slurping down that coffee, even though technically we're doing this this broadcast past 5 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon / evening. So that's always fun.
I know. Always.
Speaking of fun, Will Ospreay has practically said never when it comes to WWE. In case anyone was really harping and hoping that Will Ospreay was going to grace the E with their presence, turns out,
Nah.
no. And don't take our word for it. Take Will's.
No, I don't mean you specifically, but like, was there an offer to look at before you ultimately chose AEW?
Yeah, there was an offer, and a really lovely offer as well. But it just involved me moving to the States, and I just have no ambition to move over there.
Do you think if that wasn't on the table, you would have considered it?
Considered what?
Meaning if they said you could stay, because I know it's a big deal for you to be back home, to live in England. If they didn't want you to move to the States, would you have been more open to it?
Nah, I don't know, hey, because it's just, I do respect it, I really do. It's just, I don't like the way it's filmed. I don't like the wrestling behind it. I think it's very minimalistic. It's just, like, I'll never say never, like, because that's what we kind of do in the industry now, is we just want to make sure that we keep all of our options open, for sure. But I just, right now in the format and how much fun I'm having in AEW and just how much freedom I have to be me, like, I don't have anyone putting a script in my hand and just I have bullet points and I go out there and I just waffle.
When you say it's minimalistic, what do you mean by that?
I just think like the comparison in like our matches and our main event matches is just very, very different. Like they're like one spear for them will be like super satisfying, and like I honestly I respect it. Like, man, I wish I could get a one spear over. Like I wish I could, but like it's just not in me. Like I prefer what we do. I prefer like taking people on rides and showing people different ways that I can get into a styles clash and like the full contact of it. Like I've been seeing WWE recently, like and like I saw this one clip and the girl missed her by like flipping miles. It was like a country mile, but it's not just the girls; it's the guys as well. And I do wonder if they're being kind of told, like, we're already making money. Like, you don't need to, like, kill one another.
That is courtesy of the Ariel Helwani show, so to speak. I think it's MMA Hour. He has plenty of wrestling guests on there as well. Don't take us down, Ariel. We appreciate you. Hey, did you ever hear a bunch of bullshit? I don't know, like, what? The first thing he said is, I don't like how it's filmed. Like, there's some cutting edge thing AEW is doing that's different from WWE when it comes to just filming the product. I don't like how it's filmed is the first thing that comes to his mind. I don't know, you are a producer too, you son of a bitch. Okay, sure. Like, this guy hasn't walked near a camera except when he's been in front of it. I don't want to hear anything about that, about the production side of things, because he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Unless he was talking about the old school Kevin Dunn camera cuts. That I understand. But
Kevin Dunn ain't been there for a while now, so he's full of shit.
Exactly.
But the thing about someone missing, dude, watch a Dynamite, watch a Collision. In every single match, there's a botch. There's a mess up. There's whatever. Botchamania has probably got footage for years because of these people. And that's not saying WWE doesn't make mistakes too, because they do. They all do. But it's like very consistent. And part of that is because of what Will just said. He's having fun. It's not about a business. It's not about making the most money or being the most profitable or about getting the most eyeballs on it. It's about, are we having a good time? It's the Flintstones. They're having a gay old time. The only thing they're missing is Tony Khan in the back slamming the door open and screaming Wilma. Other than that, it's exactly what we're talking about. This is what it is. So obviously, no. And I've never seen someone so adhered to moving to the U.S. and rather stay in England. It's his stepkid that's over there that he wants to keep, because there's no good schools in the U.S. That was the reasoning why he gave early on when he sent away. And I guess there was an offer to be in the Cruiserweight Classic too for Will Ospreay in 2016, and he thought he was offended by it. It's because he looked like a cruiserweight. What do you mean? I don't know how much he weighs now, but it can't be too much over 200 pounds. I mean, like, it just is what it is. That's what they was the under 205 group is who they were targeting. But this is everyone's got their reasons. He made the choice he did. And again, you listen to a lot of his promos too, and you kind of understand. Like there's some good stuff in there, but I don't know if he'd be a main eventer in WWE. I think he'd be kind of in a spot right now, maybe like an LA Knight type thing, where if he got over, it'd be great. But I don't think they'd ever really pull the trigger on him, just because maybe they don't see him as marketable as someone like Obafemi or Braun or one of those other guys that they have kind of circled like that. It's not even the fact that they're homegrown; they just look like they're going to be stars. Will Ospreay, I mean, he does really cool moves. I think that's the funny part too. Like one spear is, it's sold so well. Yeah, because it's called selling. That's what it is. And again, I'm not saying WWE's perfect. I'm just saying it's called selling for a reason, not getting up every 5 seconds, doing 15 more flips, then laying there for 2 seconds and getting back up and doing another 10. Like it's not. No sport does this. Even the NFL has 40 seconds in between plays. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, well, you're professional athletes; they're in great shape. I don't know. Have you seen some of these guys? They're not in the best shape. It's ridiculous.
And he's not there every single week. I think my main issue with Will Ospreay saying that is not the fact that he believes it. It's the fact that there are others on the roster who are less talented that believe what he just said. And that's the kind of attitude that's in the locker room there where those guys, the others, don't progress. Will Ospreay, he is a talented wrestler. He is very talented. So he can, from a pure wrestling standpoint, he can get away with most of what he said, even though it's fundamentally wrong. But the problem, Will Ospreay can get away with that. Some of these other guys that are learning the business should not be taking that attitude. And they're going to listen to that over making money, at WrestleMania, things like that. So that's the part that concerns me. And we said this from day one here on this show, Kyle. It's not just the moves are great. What's the story? What's the story? All right, fine, it's one spear, but it's the match about building up to the one spear, or if you're going to do multiple spears for whatever reason, it's because there's a storyline reason to it. If there's no storyline reason, then the journey is just gymnastics.
The literal difference between the two companies now is one company likes to do a bunch of moves, and a lot of times they don't mean too much. Some do. I'm not trying to discredit all the matches, but more bang for your buck doesn't always necessarily mean we have 45-minute matches in every single match. The most bang for your buck is the best story. And that includes the wrestling side of it, but includes the promos, the build-up, all of that. And again, not trying to say AEW has never had a story that was good or not, because they've had some good stuff. But for as many good things that they've had in that company, there's been a lot of shit. And there's shit in WWE too. But the problem with that now recently, again, is they're starting to find a stride again where some more good things are coming out and some more younger talents getting featured, and it's going to refresh and reset. And Tony Khan's still dealing with the same hand he's had. But don't worry, they'll add the New Day, two guys that are either in their 40s or close to it. And then I guess Bayley, there's reports she re-signed with WWE, so that means she's probably not going to get her unless that's a false report. We'll see what happens. But
right, I caught that too.
I mean,
because the hotter story right now is probably running it back with Lyra instead of because she's Bayley's an interesting point. Real quick on Bayley, I'm glad you brought her up. Bayley more than anybody understands in-ring quality, right, and storytelling and wrestling. I'm sure she's looking at first of all, she's looking at the AEW women's division, and Willow Nightingale, Mercedes Moné, I'll give them credit. I've been seeing clips and stuff. They are getting their story over. Actually, that's the one match that's legitimately getting their story over in the public eye. But overall, where is the storytelling? What's the plan beyond dream match with your best friend? And
we've seen.
I have a feeling Bayley doesn't see that.
What's the match that we've seen, and what's the difference? They're going to bleed this time? That's they've been there, done that. So for Bayley, it's kind of what really is over? I mean, you get to face Willow. Is that really something that's on your pecking order of things you want to do? I don't know. It just kind of feels. It feels like Bailey is destined to be in WWE, to become a Hall of Famer because she practically already is one. And then I could see her running NXT one day or something like that, taking that kind of mantle or whatever it is. I mean, just because she has that kind of, because Shawn Michaels ain't going to do it forever either.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see a Cody Rhodes type person or one of those guys taking the reins from Triple H when the time comes. And I could see someone like Bailey, if it's not Punk or whatever it is, taking NXT and going like, all right, like, because they're all going to respect the hell out of her. She knows what she's doing. I don't know, but there's just not a lot there. In AEW. You want to see Bailey versus Tekla? Is that gonna tingle your fingers? I don't know. I mean, I like.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't turn out that match, but I'm not.
Well, no, because what else are they gonna do?
I'm,
It's gonna have to be
I'm not gonna
Mercedes,
pay.
and then it's gonna, yeah.
I'm not gonna pay money to see it, but I would watch it. But no, but
Would you though?
Ospreay,
Because it'd be on a Dynamite at a random Wednesday, so you probably wouldn't watch it. Let's be honest.
That's true. That's very true. That's just look. I think though with Ospreay though, the mentality is just. I mean, the mentality is just wrong. I mean, again, you don't want to move to the States. Sorry, you got two American companies, and you know Tony Khan did what he had to do. He got the big name, so he bent to his terms. And I respect it. It's business. I respect it, but that wasn't going to happen in WWE. And then in WWE, you have to talk on a weekly basis. You have to cut a promo.
This is the thing, man. This big name stuff. Like, so what does that mean? Like, I guess the definition varies between fans, whatever it is. But like for me, when I think of a big name, I think of someone that comes in, draws crowds, numbers go up, they make money for the company, whatever it is. Like they are an attraction and they keep ratings higher. I think of Roman Reigns, CM Punk, you know, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, whatever. I think of those kind of guys as actual needle movers. When Ospreay came to AEW, the sickos just got excited. And they started like, you know, huffing more paint in their mom's basement. They didn't do anything else besides like, what's the, where was this huge, like giant rating spike? And like this guy, oh my God, I can't believe he's here. And like all like, I'm sorry. I don't get, they built a reputation off these pay-per-views where they have 15 matches on the damn card, which we have the card, the unofficial, so to speak, card here. Tony Khan saying it's only going to be 4 hours is laughable. I think he'll if he's going to go a half hour over every Dynamite now because apparently TNT likes it, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's free programming. No, they want their show to go on afterwards that they also pay to rerun because that way they get better ratings because more people want to watch, you know, that 70s show or whatever plays after fucking Dynamite than the last half hour of fucking Dynamite when the crowd goes down significantly.
Oh,
because
man.
they're like, oh,
you don't want to watch new episodes of Impractical Jokers?
I tell you what, probably get better ratings than this shit show. But like again, it's not a bad card. It's not. We know the Casino Gauntlet, the fact that they relegated MJF, who is their biggest star, to that match is annoying. He should be in the world title match. It should be a triple threat. I don't understand why they did this, but I mean,
they go do them. See Darby, remember he won the title all those ages ago.
Remember the trios match is not on here, is it? I don't see it.
No, that's the
add-in.
Yeah, that you know, you got the Continental Challenge Cup.
Oh,
and Nigel McGuinness gonna be wrestling.
Of course he is, because they're in England and he's English, so he has to wrestle. He's from there. It's got to be on the card. So this is not the full card. It's going to be more. The matches are going to go stupid long. Over under how many people get busted open in this. Oh
no, they can't do that anymore. I mean, they can, but
it's pay-per-view. They can do whatever they want. They can't.
Well,
do it on
WWE
TV.
Radio, they can't. They're not going to acknowledge busted open anymore because they don't talk about them anymore.
Oh my God, he was cracked open.
Yeah, that's what they're going to say. Watch, they're going to say
He's
that he was
pouring
cracked.
blood. Yeah, it sounds so much better.
That dude was
Really
cracked.
edgy.
Pause. that's what it's going to say. Again, AEW would be perfect if they were pay-per-view only. That mindset would be perfect if it was just a tape a promo and we'll air it for the next month going into your championship match.
Speaking of that mindset, Tony Khan telling Metro UK that if he had been presented a plan for how and when WWE would book a match between Edge and John Cena during Cena's retirement tour, he would have supported it. Do you buy that bullshit? I don't.
I don't.
Who the hell are they to say, yeah, if WWE would have called us, they double your ratings? This is not a thing where like you are the one, you're the sought after, no. Like them doing business for that would increase your ratings and potentially open the door to something we've talked about before, where you could actually have an actual forbidden door where you could have people from both sides. It could go on pay-per-view. You could split the earnings. That pay-per-view would kill. It would be so big. I don't know what the hell. He's so full of shit. Like, I swear to God.
Well, even how would that
so
story even look though? Because by the time we got to October or at mid-September, Cena was already through at least 30 of those 40 dates, maybe more.
One of those matches, one of those fill-in matches that he had, maybe the IC title thing wraps up quicker than having multiple matches with Dom. Maybe the AJ Styles thing doesn't happen and it's Edge instead. People are chanting for AJ, but he ends up coming out. It's an open challenge and Edge pops out. I don't know. It's Australia.
That would have been the only way.
I mean, or it could have been, he could have added a date or something like that, which I'm sure would have done negotiating between both sides to figure it out. One of those Raws he showed up at, or one of the SmackDowns, it could have been a thing. Or it's a treat for the crowd, whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's.
But they would have had done it anyway, too, because that would have, or not required, but AEW would have asked Cena to make an appearance on Dynamite. WWE probably would have turned it down. It's like, hey, we only need Edge to show up either on our pay-per-view or show up on Raw.
Well, so your mindset is that's an actual program because you're going to build towards it. Whereas their mindset, if they were going to do it, probably would be like, hey, it's a one-off. We're not. There doesn't need to be a whole build. We don't need to even promote it. We just want to.
As much of a program as Cena and Styles was, which was.
It was a social media.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a program. It was legit. Fans chanted for it. People on social media called for it. They announced it on social media, which they could have done. AEW would have got a bunch of clicks, whatever it was. They could have cut promos that aired on Dynamite and on Raw, like via satellite, whatever. They could have cut promos, a back and forth, whatever it is. It could have been a thing, but it never would have because WWE didn't need to call AEW. AEW needed to call WWE.
That's the biggest thing too. And by the way, I have a confession. I still have not watched Cena and Styles from last year. Still haven't watched it.
You need to watch. That's one thing where I will tell you that match is again as terms of a regular wrestling match with a story. It's not one of those. It's one of those just like classic thing you watch where it just you feel everything. The crowd, everyone's into it. I don't know when they're doing did they do the Slammies this year? Last year?
I don't remember.
It'd be a match of the year candidate easily.
By the way, dude, this sun is beaming.
It is.
Like, I need to make some. You go ahead, man. This sun
well,
is
I'm gonna go to break.
Going crazy.
Go to break. Yeah, you're gonna fix that. We'll go to break. We'll come back and we'll finish with This Week in Wrestling History here on the Inside Edge Network, the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. We're back after this. Dine, drink, and dance at the premier spot in town. It's time to check out all of what our friends over at the Brothers Lounge have to offer. Everything from weekly live entertainment, a wide variety of different beers, wines, and spirits, and a nice, really crafted American fare menu with a twist courtesy of Chef Win that'll make your mouth water. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to the Brothers Lounge at 11609 Detroit Road or check out their website, brotherslounge.com, to learn more about what you've been missing out on. Brothers Lounge, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autograph by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source for authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease, thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Check out sportsmemorabilia.com by heading over to the partners page on our website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. SportsMemorabilia.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of handcrafted body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. They offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances, perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you and your special someone. Learn more about all Ellie Rose Fragrances has to offer right now by clicking the link on our partner page at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. First-time customers use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. EllieRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northeast Ohio, but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more by checking out Mosser Moments Photography's link on our partners page at the InsideEdgeNetwork.com website. Mosser Moments Photography, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, we have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Thank you for your support from all of us here at the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader for news, talk, sports, entertainment, and mental health. Welcome back, everybody. Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast, final segment of the show. We keep it tight here, hour or less. It's what we're shooting for. Just had a great conversation with my son. It's his today. It was a second day back. He's already got some stuff he's got to do. So he's going through that.
Homework?
No, not homework, but it's just things that for like projects and all that stuff need to get ready and organize and stuff. Yeah, it's third grade ain't no joke, man. That's when I learned cursive.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
same.
know if they do that anymore. Honestly, I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah. Okay. Cursive. Watch your
We
mouth.
don't even use cursive after past signatures anymore.
Past signatures, you're right.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll make a comeback. Maybe it won't. Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh my goodness. Hey, this week in wrestling history, remember this? Oh yeah.
Don't you walk away from me, Daniel. Don't you walk away from me. I'm here for the fans. I care.
Crazy to think Miz was like in his early to mid 30s during this time. Right?
I know. Yeah, you're exactly right. These two,
wild.
even at that point in time, had a lot of history between those two.
It was
That was
an
an amazing-
amazing. Oh my god! It was so good.
Amazing time.
So good. The fact that they did the show too, and didn't script it. It was kind of just like, hey, yeah, go out and say whatever. It's like, okay. Remember, like Daniel Bryan and Renee talking about that one time, like in the interview on her podcast or whatever it was, and they were like, yeah, remember when they used to just send us out there and say, do what you fucking want. They were like, are you sure?
SmackDown Live 2016, absolute goated. I
That
mean,
was
you're
the-
talking about, because every person on that roster was hungry. like to be at the top to either main event. They gave Daniel Bryan because Bryan was hurt. That was the whole premise. They gave him the GM thing and the land of opportunity with Shane McMahon. But yeah, like somebody like The Miz, who up to that point, reality star. He had that brief championship WrestleMania main event run in 2011, but he was The Miz, right? Nobody really took him seriously. This was the first time that Intercontinental Championship run where he was legitimately taken seriously. And this stood the test of time, like a career-defining promo for The Miz.
Really was. I think that's something that he'll be able to take, and he can say that, and he can say I beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, how about that? It was crazy about what happened here. Like, man, The Miz was the one. I mean, Miz has had a pretty clean injury history record, right? The only time like Miz is, I think The Miz has had like one significant injury, but the only time he's like been away from WWE, is to film and to do stuff, to make appearances and stuff. But you want to talk about The Miz is somebody who younger wrestlers should listen to. In terms of work ethic, in terms of, cutting promos, getting themselves over, and taking care of their bodies. I'm not saying like, yes, not everyone could be a 5-star technician like Daniel Bryan or Will Ospreay, but it would be kind of nice if your body is still intact 20 plus years into the business.
I think also just the mindset of coming in not with a wrestling background. Granted, he didn't play pro sports, but like it's in a different area. But I mean, like coming in and you have all these wrestlers and these people that are college athletes, or they did dabble in the pros, NFL, whatever, a little bit, gymnastics, whatever, that kind of thing, or even some people that get recruited that are, part of reality TV or anything like that. Like his ability, I think he'd be really useful in NXT. Like I know I said that for a lot of people, but certain people like you circle and go, you know what? For people that are just getting into this, because he was a pariah, like backstage, they did not want him back there because of his path to there. So like people just hated him for it. And like to still be there, still featured in storylines, still doing his thing, to be, what is it, an 8 or 9 time Intercontinental Champion? Like they felt good enough about him, especially in that upper mid card, to give him that spot where he's on TV every week. I mean, like it's impressive. It's coming to an end because there's too much talent now.
Yeah.
But I think he will still always somehow find a way, whether it was working with Kit Wilson for a little bit, the Danhausen stuff. I mean, he'll still find a way to get on TV because he just happens to just get reactions. He happens to do things that somehow get him in a good spot.
Kit Wilson, whatever happened to him?
He was hot, then he was not. It's like the Spice Girls. He burned bright like a phoenix, and then all of a sudden, he's in London waiting for After All In because he wants to attend the show because apparently everyone's going to that show.
Man, ain't that something? Last thing I'll leave you with, Kyle. Saw an interview with Tony Storm. And
where the fuck has she been? Oh, I forgot she's hurt. That's my bad. Okay.
So Tony Storm, she's like, never could stand that Mariah May. Can't stand her. I banished her to a permanent end. But I am pretty much a big fan of that Blake Monroe. I've seen a few things about her. I'm a fan.
She has a ready-made story whenever she eventually decides to come to her senses and go back to a place where she could actually get put over as a real star. So, if you don't remember, before she got hurt, when she was on TV last, she was in a middling tag team with Mina Shirakawa, not in the title picture. Yeah.
One little note for those who are going to the taping tonight for Raw and SmackDown. If you try to call home and say, hey, I'm on TV. Tonight's taping is not about tonight's episode. You're not going to see it tonight.
Well, you'll see SmackDown.
What was that?
You'll see SmackDown, right?
No. in Ottawa, they taped this week's SmackDown, I believe. That's going to air tonight.
Oh God. Okay, so it's
so the shows that are taping tonight in Cleveland
are next week's Raw and Smack.
Correct.
Wow, they're just okay. Giving them that time, baby. Giving them that time.
Go get that time before Sunday night's main event.
Well,
on Peacock.
We are out of time here on the Inside Edge Network. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Double A Anthony Alfred. I'm Kyle Cornell. Have a great rest of your Friday. We'll be doing high school football tonight over in Burton, Ohio.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good time. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the flip side. Double A's going to be on vacation next week. He may wear a Hawaiian shirt for the show. We'll see what happens.
Heck yeah.
Have a good night.
Because I got high.